So we were talking about sometimes like you identify the right need and think like, okay, I'm building the thing that I identified the right need, build the right product, then it should work, and then
Yes.
it doesn't work still, right?
Yeah.
So that's the very classic example where you don't validate because you identified the right need, design something, but you are still not mapping with the user's mental model, right?
Yes.
Because user is not thinking about it that way. For
Yes.
example, recently we did a study with a company. They realized this offline feature is very needed in Indian market, right? So they identified this need. There was a need like that. They came up with a design, and we're doing a concept testing for them. So that's
Okay.
something that we do quite often, which is like you don't build a product, but build a very basic thing, which is like maybe a click-through prototypes, a concept which can be easily made and can be tested just to make sure that this is the right way forward. So they created some kind of concepts, and we were testing them for this offline feature. And then they realized the way the team identified the need and the way it is executed is just not meeting the mental model of user in
Yes,
India.
yes.
And then the whole feature has to be, the whole strategy has to be changed.
Yes.
So I think it's a very good example where when you identify a need and your design team basically execute it
Yeah.
before building it and say, you know what, we identified the need, we build it, now see user is rejecting.
Yes.
So rather than saying it like that, you probably should like identify a need, build a very like a simple prototypes and validate them. Like, is
Yes.
it the right direction, the way user thought about it?
Yes, yes.
Or you have gone through way far, right?
Yes.
So, and often like sometimes this does not happen, this validation part, right? And you
Yeah.
kind of build it, launch it, and then feel like, you know, people lie all the time. They never had that need. So I think this is like the other extreme which people go over. Yeah.
So yeah, I think because what happens is like once you have a need, you know, lot of teams, you know, they are like they want the result very quickly. You know, they are in a hurry to build it out. Okay, we have need. It is very easy to error on like speed of getting it launched in the market, get it to the users very fast. You know, and if you ask your teams to like test it further, you know, build a prototype, and then it's a time consuming process, take a
Yes.
feedback, and then marketers and sales are very excited about it. Ki, okay, like we have this very nice cool idea, I want to show it to my customers, I want to declare a launch date for it and want to
Right.
tweet about it.
Yeah.
So usually the companies are very geared, you know, to implement. You know, that's how naturally the teams are built for. You know, and when there is a very good idea, naturally everybody wants to get it built very
Excited,
excited
yeah.
about to build it fast. So like it becomes very important to set the culture where you become more like an experimentator.
Yes, yeah.
Go with the prototype. It's lot of boring work, you know, because you are getting a prototype, you are testing with the users, you are getting feedback, you are tweaking it, you know,
Yeah.
sort of a thing. But I think it's a right
Yeah.
way.
And actually it's not that boring also,
Yeah.
because what happens when you bring like outsiders inside
Yeah.
and then experiment with them,
Yes.
and then you realize, you know, it's a discovery that you're
Yes,
discovering
yes.
together with the people who will be using your
Yes,
product.
yes.
So it becomes far more engaging. I'm not saying that, okay, just create research labs, right? Like a very, not a very heavy, but in a more experimental, practical way that you build
Yes.
something really quick, test
Yes,
quickly,
yes.
iterate,
Yes.
and then launch it again.
Yes.
Stakes are low rather
Yes.
than spending months to build something and
Yes.
then getting rejected in the market.
Yes. And I think here what becomes very important, like because experimenting and prototyping requires a good amount of time.
Right.
So to be fair to the product team and the stakeholders, you need to give them a very good time. Like if you have very tight deadlines, that process won't be that innovative,
Right,
right?
yeah.
So it also becomes very important for the teams so that like they start well in advance, you know. Typically, for example, like startups, you know, so they think ahead only for the next 3 months or 4 months, you know, and then if in those 4 months, if you decide to get a feature live, if you
Right.
have to even, you know, get into the designing part, prototyping part, you won't be able to ship it, you know. So it becomes very important, like you start change that culture and start thinking of the feature 6 months in advance, 8
Yeah.
months in advance,
Right.
and give enough time to your product team to sort of like completely experiment it, get the concept right, get your product very, very right, get your user needs very right, and then give it to the tech team to build it.
Right,
You know?
yeah.
So that is very important. And how we do it actually, like we put our projects into 2 phases.
Okay.
Some things which we need to do immediately, you know, which are the things which we have figured out. Those goes into this quarter.
Right.
There are things and the features and the product aspects which we haven't figured it out. So
Right.
those goes into a very longer roadmap, like 6 months to 8 months or even 12 months, you know, and giving the enough time to the product team to like completely do the experimentation, talk to the users, do the user studies, and get the product experience right.
Yeah. See, sometimes that's a good point, right?
Yeah.
Having a good planning and good
Yeah, yeah,
processes
yeah.
in place, which we
Yeah,
discussed
yeah.
before as well. And sometimes, like for a startup, especially when the stakes are low, you're building something quick. So there are a lot of methods which are like guerrilla usability studies
Yes,
kind
yes.
of a methods, which is like very quick feedback.
Yeah.
And the researchers can sit with you.
Yeah.
You kind of teams are small and together. There are a lot of approaches like
Yes,
that.
yes.
But the whole idea is having a mindset which
Yes.
is like more experimental
Yes, yes.
and discovering, then being very assertive. No, I know all the answers, and that's the way. So
Yeah,
need to be a
yeah.
little more open.